So we're going to start today with some footwork again. I like to do footwork to start with because it actually warms up the whole body, the legs, the joints, everything before we get into any other movement. So I'll get you to put 3 red springs on, or 3.5 if you feel like you want some more strength through the legs. If you want to put all your springs on, that's completely fine. You know how you feel in your neck and your shoulders. If it starts getting to be too much pressure through the neck and the shoulders, if you get it on really heavy, then take some of the weight off. Otherwise, I'm going to go with 3 reds today. So let's get down onto the carriage. We'll start with a little bit of breathing. So let's get ourselves comfortable laying onto our backs. Hands are down by the sides. We're going to place the toes hip width apart on the bar, just gently. And we're going to lay back, close the eyes. Make sure you're not pushed up against the shoulder post. Just wriggle down if you are. And we're going to take a nice big deep breath in. And a big exhale out. Big exhale in. Big exhale out. Big exhale in. Big exhale out. And I want you to continue with that breathing. Now, as you're on the exhale or the breathing out, you'll feel the back ribs just melt into the carriage that little bit more every time. What I want for you to do is make sure that the lower part of your front ribs are just down and in a little bit as well. We don't want them sticking out, which means the back is arching. We want them down and in a little bit, just so that everything's gently activated. So now that you're finished with your other breaths, we're going to go into our pelvic rocks. So we breathe in as we tip the pelvis forward gently. A space forms between the lower back and the carriage, and the hips come further away from the ribs. As we exhale, we tip that pelvis back gently. The lower back presses into the mat. The ribs and hips come closer together, and you feel a wrapping of the abdominals. Inhale to go forwards. Exhale to go back. Inhale to go forwards. Everything opens. Exhale to go back. Everything closes. 2 more. Inhale. Gentle tip. Exhale. Gentle rock back. You'll also feel everything relax in the shoulders as you exhale as well. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay, so let's start with a little bit of basic footwork. Let's raise those heels up nice and high. Make sure that all the toes are grasped over the foot bar, particularly the big toe, so that everything is activating properly and we don't get too sore in the sides of the knees. We take a breath in to prepare. Sacrum is heavy. Exhale, we press away. Inhale, we come on in. Exhale, we press away. Inhale, we come on in. And we continue with that breath pattern, in and out, as we press out and in, to make sure that we're activating through that core, through those core muscles, on the effort, which is the press out. We breathe in, exhale down. You can turn it around the other way. As long as you're doing some sort of breathing, that's exactly where I want you to be. All the way in, all the way out. And let's speed it up a little bit now. A bit of cardio. Let's warm everything up before we start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out there. Let's drop those heels under and then press back up onto the toes. Drop them under, press back up onto the toes. Let's go 6, 5, keeping those legs nice and straight. 4, 3, nice and controlled. 2, and 1. Hold it under there, give everything a stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, your lower ribs in. Press up onto the toes, bend the knees in. Press out, Drop the heels twice. 1, 2. Let's go in and out 2 times. 1, 2. Drop the heels 3 times. 3, 2, 1. In and out 3 times. 3, 2. Keeping those heels high. 1. Drop the heels 4 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go in and out 4 times. 2 and 1. We're going to drop the heels under 5. We're going to 6, just FYI. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 5. Let's go one more. Press it out. 6. Let's go down and under 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop one of the heels under. Put one on top. You can actually put that heel on top. You'll get a stronger stretch through the back of that calf there. If it's too much, you can just keep that foot on there. And swap them over. Other toe. Drop that calf under. Some strong starting work for those calves there. Okay, let's bring it in. Let's go straight up onto the heels. Make sure you've got your heel on the bar, not the arch of the foot. We want to work through the back of the legs here. We gently flex the toes back so that the feet are active. We take a nice big deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, press away. Inhale to come on in. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on in. Glue everything together. Feet, knees, thighs particularly. I want you to really actively press everything together. Flex those toes back. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to press away. Inhale to come on in. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze it together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Keep everything glued together. Straight down to the toes. Press out. Let's go. Nice high heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on in. Take those toes out 3/4 of the way. Turn the hips in, so touch the knees together, but don't just bring them together so that you're bringing the inside of the thighs together. I want you to turn everything in. So the toes will come into a little bit of a turn in as well, bit of a pigeon toe. Now, we're going to press out to the knees, almost separate, so just to about here, and then back in. So we don't go all the way out and separate. We want to keep the knees, or the top half of the legs, glued together, the thighs, the whole time. So we press out, we come in, out, and in. This is really working the tops of the thighs and the inside here, right at the top there. We've got 10, 9. This should already be burning if you're doing it correctly. 8, 7. Really press those legs together. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause halfway down. Little pulses. Inch pulses in. Inch in, inch out. 10, 9, 8. Breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press all the way out. Separate the knees. Come all the way in. Press all the way. Separate the knees. Come all the way in. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come halfway down, pulse again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press the legs out, bring them back in, give them a bit of a shake out. Well done. Okay, so let's take the heels wide on the bar, turn the legs out from the hips, turn the legs out from the hips. Yes, the feet are pointing outwards, but I want you to make sure that it's not just the feet that are pointing outwards. I want everything to rotate in from in and around the hip joint there. So we're on our heels, we're centered, we take a breath in, we exhale to press away, inhale to come on in. Now for this one, I really want you to press your knees out super wide for me. I want you to feel the split when you come down into your sitting squat in the inside of your thighs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, really press it out, 2, 1, come halfway down, let's pulse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press it out an inch and pulse there, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press out almost another inch and from there, 10 more pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on in. Give those legs a little bit of a shake. Well done. All right, so we're going to come up now. I want you to change your springs to one blue. I want you to lay on your side facing me and grab the strap closest to you. Now we're going to do a foot in strap and a hand in strap. So if you've only got one strap like me, just make it a foot in strap. If you've got double straps, that's awesome. Excuse me, you can swap it from foot to hand. Now, get that ring out of the way. We are going to place the hand underneath the head, press the rope down so we can get our top foot in it. Now I want you to take your bum all the way to the back of the platform. Shoulders are in between here. You can lay down or you can get a brick and put it under your head if it's more comfortable. Hand can be at the front there to hold on to this one if you like. Now I like to bring it up a bit just so you can see my face. So I want you to turn your foot out a little bit so the rope's on the inside of the leg here. Your heel is probably a little bit higher than your hip. Bring this bottom knee up nice and high so that you are stabilizing yourself. Now the hips should be over top of each other. So you should almost feel like you're going to roll forward, but you don't quite roll forward, okay? So we're going to, with the turned out foot, press down and then bring it back up. Press down and bring it back up. What we're looking for is we're looking for a big extension and we want to try and press that foot towards the front of the foot bar there. Pressing forwards, keeping that leg turned out, really making sure we've got nice control through the hips and the belly is turned on as well. So we're pressing down. We've got 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it at hip height there. Now I want you to sweep the leg forward and then pull back through the heel to bring it back straight down with the body. You can point your toe to sweep it forwards, pull the foot back to sweep it back. We've got 8 to go. And sweep. 7. This is 6. This is 5. This is 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Now point your toe. I want you to draw little circles. 8, 7, 6. Little saucers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Try not to roll back. 2, 1, bring the knee in, and I want you to turn the foot inwards now. We're going to press back out again. So the knee comes in, so it almost sweeps on top of the other knee, and then we press it back out. That's right, we're working right into that glute muscle there. This is 3, we're going to 10, 4, the rope's on the outside of the leg now, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we should be on fire, 10, bring the knee in again, turn it out, we're going to do our clams. So, bring the other foot up to reach it. I just want you to touch it down and bring it open. Touch it down, bring it open. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up to hip height. Now I want you to extend it out the front and circle it like you're on a bicycle. Rope is on the inside of the knee. This is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Really extend that leg out the front. Pull it down through the heel. 2. That's 1. Opposite direction. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Check the hips. How are we going? 3, 2. That's 1. Your bum should feel like it's got a cork in it at the moment. Oh, so sore. We've got 1 set to go. So let's point that leg down and bring it up to the sky. Bring it down and up to the sky. Now you can pull the heel down and the foot backwards, and as we come up, we point. Now I want you to make sure you've got control of this. I don't want there to be like a jerking sensation as you do it. I want there to be a fluid movement where you turn your abs on, you pull through your butt and the back of the hamstring to smoothly bring it down and really activate through the front of the thigh, to bring it up. Up and down. We've got 2 more to go. And 1 more to go. And that's beautiful. Take that off your foot. Bend both knees up. I want you to put the strap straight into your hand. And we're going to take our body down, so we're laying down. You can have both of your legs straight if you would like a bigger challenge. So sitting underneath the bar, hips on top of each other. Now, I want you to get in a nice long line. There we go. So, arm is above or just in front of the shoulder. Okay, so we don't bring it all the way back up here. We want it active and we want it just in front of the shoulder, so we're not pulling too far into the top of the neck. Inhale to prepare. Squeeze those abs, squeeze the bum, take the hand down to the hip. We've got 8, 7, 6. Really make it a nice, even sweeping motion. Control the speed. 4. If you need a little bit more balance, you can bring the knees up. 3. Pull from under the arm. 2. Use those lats. And 1. Now we take the hand straight out to the front, no higher than the shoulder, and take it back down to the hip. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down there, that's the last one. Now I want you to bend the elbow, we're going to do triceps only. So the top half of the arm stays where it is. We pull the shoulder away from the ear and we press down. 8, 7, 6, 5. Really extend that arm. 4, 3, 2, and that's 1. All right, that's that side done. So we place that strap down, we roll onto our backs. We're going to do 5 little bridges on a really light spring. So this is really going to fire up the hamstrings. Toes are hip width apart. Put your heels on there and then hip width apart. Now the aim is to try and keep that carriage parked as we go up into our bridge. So you've got to think about taking the hips upwards rather than pushing back and out through the knees. We want to push the knees over the bar. We inhale to prepare and tip the pelvis forwards. We exhale as we tip the pelvis backwards, pull through the heels, knees shoot over the bar. We pause at the top, we take a breath in. We exhale, we roll back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll back up, pulling through those heels. Inhale at the top, ribs down and in. Exhale, roll it back down. We've got 3 to go. Inhale. Exhale, roll it up, knees over the bar. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll it back down. 2 more to go. And exhale, pull. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. That's a massive challenge, isn't it? And 1 more. Inhale at the bottom, tip that pelvis forwards. Exhale, tip it back, squeeze the butt, press it up. Inhale at the top, ribs are down and in. Exhale, roll it back down. Excellent job. Now we're going to do the single leg and the single arm on the other side so the weight can stay where it is. We'll grab the other rope. We'll be doing foot and arm again. So I'll take this one off for mine. Laying on your side. Okay. Laying on your side, bringing your butt close to the back of your carriage. Pulling the rope down so you can put it on the top foot. Holding onto the shoulder post with the right arm, or the arm that is on the shoulder that is actually on the carriage itself. We turn our knee out, get ourselves comfortable. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a doozy here. There we go, that's a bit better. Now, hips are over top of each other. We turn our knee out. Heel is a little bit higher than the butt, and we're going to start with, sorry, I'm going to put my head up just so I can see. We're going to start with pressing the heel down to the front of the foot bar. Inhale to bring the knee back up. Press it down, bring it back up. Press it down, bring it back up. All the while, keeping that heel at about the same height as your butt, if not just a little bit higher, and really extending through that leg. So you're really pushing it forwards towards that bar. We've got 4. We've got 3. We've got 2. We've got 1. Bring it in. I want you to turn the knee in now and have the foot higher than the knee. And we're going to do almost knee to knee. So it comes close. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it down. Let's straighten that leg out. We're going to sweep it forwards with the pointed toe. Pull it back with the heel. Sweep it forwards with the pointed toe. Pull it back with the heel. Really keeping the top half of the body nice and controlled. We're not rolling around anywhere. We're just trying to move that leg forwards and backwards. Let's go 4 more. And 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Bring it back. Let's do our little circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, really extending through that leg. 3, 2, 1, knee comes in, knee presses down, knee comes in, knee presses down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in, we go straight to our clams, the toes touch, knees apart. Let's open and close, don't roll that hip. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press that leg down, extend the top leg, we don't lower it down, it comes straight up to the sky and we pull the heel down. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, really control it, really have those abs on, try not to roll back over that heel, that hip. 2, 1, take it down, bring it in, give that bum a little bit of a pat. Take the strap off the foot, place it on the hand, lay yourself down, get yourself comfy, extend those legs down if you'd like more of a challenge. Now, your top arm, get yourself in between, beautiful. Top arm is going to be pressed down a little bit further away from the shoulder. Extend the arm up, pull the belly in, make sure your hips are over top of each other if you've got your legs straight. If not, bend the knees up, it's no problem having them bent. Let's sweep the arm down to the hip and then bring it back up to just shy of the shoulder there. We don't want to go quite over top of it. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, really pull from underneath that arm. 1, we turn the hands so the palms facing towards the back of us and we sweep it forwards and then take it back down to the hip. Sweep it forwards and then take it back down to the hip. We've got 6, push, 5, push, 4, push, 3, push, 2, push it again. Last one, and then we go into our triceps. We hold it down at our hip. We bend the elbow only to 90 degrees and we extend it down. Let's do 10 triceps on this side. 10, 9, 8. Keep the shoulder down away from the ear. 7, 6. Don't let it creep up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can release that strap and let it go. Let's slowly bring ourselves up. We're going to do a little bit of feeding straps now. So I want you to have a look at your springs. Place 2 red on for me, please. Take the blue one off. Let's grab hold of our straps now. Make sure your headrest, is down flat, please. Roll onto your back. Press out through both feet. Place one foot in the strap. Press that one to 90 degrees. And then place the other one in the strap. And now you're set. Beautiful. Okay, so making sure we're not shut too hard against our shoulder press there. Let's start with everything joined together. Our belly is in as much as we can without it being uncomfortable. Hands are down by the sides. We take a breath in as we lift the legs to 90 degrees. Now, if you get to this point, your bum is lifting, I don't want you to go up quite as high, okay? So we stop about here. We can still feel the connection in our abs and then we press it down. Now, when you go down, I don't want your back to arch up. I want your lower back to be able to almost imprint when you come down and when you go up. If your back is arching or if your bum is lifting, you need to make the movement slightly less, okay? Because it just means that you're losing connection of your core. We'll just do this one nice and slowly. Make sure everything is pressed together. We don't lose that connection between the toes, the heels, the knees, the thighs. And we just give ourselves a little bit of breath. We inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down. 1 more. Inhale up, exhale down. Now let's turn our feet out to Pilates V. Heels are touching, toes are apart. We'll go up and down in our Pilates V. Now this one always takes a little bit more effort in the back of the thighs and the back of the glutes. Sorry, and in the glutes, in the back of the glutes, they are in your back. All right, we need to try and keep those heels together as we go up and down. Now I've changed my bar, so mine is very, very strong at the moment, so excuse all my shaking. Okay, let's do 3 more. Push. 2 more. 1 more. Now, because we're in our Pilates V, let's stop at 45 degrees. Let's bend the knees in so they come just at the hip height, no further. We don't come all the way back, we only come as far as the hips. I always place my hands there as a guide as to how far my legs are meant to come back. So we extend all the way out, that's fine, but we only come back this far, which means that we really activate through the glutes in this exercise. If you come all the way back, the glutes then get a break. We don't want them to get a break. We want the heels to be touching. We want to press the legs out and bring them into the point where there's the challenge, and then we have to reset again. So everything stays on fire a little bit. We're all about the fire. Let's go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Press it out to 45, stop, bring everything together. So knees now coming to tabletop and we press them away. Same again, I stop my legs when they get to that 90 degrees. Yeah, the ropes hit the top of the legs a little bit, it's a bit uncomfortable, but it won't be for very long. And 5, and 4, and 3. Keep it all glued together. And 2, and 1. Now, let's do a little bit of short spinal. So hopefully you've done this before. If you've been doing Pilates for 7 years, I'm sure you have. So what we want to do is we raise our legs to 90 degrees. From here, we press our hips up and our back and slowly roll up until we're on our shoulders. There is still retention in the ropes. Turn the feet out to Pilates V. We bring our frog legs down towards our body. We press through our back to roll ourselves down, and then press the feet all the way out in front. Bring the feet back together so you're now in parallel again. We bring the legs back to 90 degrees. Press up with the abs and the butt, bringing ourselves up onto our shoulders and parking the bed. Turning the feet out, bringing the knees towards the face in our frog. Rolling down through the spine, nice and slow, pressing out into our extended leg. Bring the legs back to parallel. Let's do 2 more. Up to 90, raise it on up, take it to the sky, turn those feet out, roll the knees down, roll down through the spine, and then press the legs all the way out. 1 more to go. Let's bring the feet up to 90, even further. We're rolling back, coming up onto the shoulders. Turn the heels out to Pilates V. Bring the knees down into our frog. Recruit through the abs and those back flexors to really bring that spine down. Pressing the legs all the way out. And we are done with our short spinal. Now, we're going to a little bit of archer. So I want you to bring one heel towards your leggy bits and one leg goes out to the side. To continue, we press both legs out to touch each other. They must touch. And then the opposite leg bends in towards your lady bits and the opposite leg goes out towards the side. This is a beautiful stretch for the groin, but it must be done with control. So we bring everything together to touch. This foot here bends in, the heel comes towards your lady bits, the knee goes out to the side, this leg extends out to the side. There should be even pressure on both of these ropes. If there isn't, you probably have this one at the wrong angle. So just play with it a little bit, but try and do it slowly. You can even hold onto the ropes if you like. If you feel like you're a little bit out of control, you can hold onto the ropes so you know where they're meant to be and just guide your feet if you like to start with. I find that can be easier if you haven't done this before. I'm sure that you have, Shireen, but just in case. We can guide the ropes, we touch. One leg comes to frog, one extends out to the side. We press them together and bring one in. Beautiful, press them together, touch. Bring the opposite one in. Let's do two more on each side. Out and in, nice and controlled. Out and in, one more each side. Out and touch. Bring it in, nice and controlled. And one more. Out and touch, bring it in, nice and controlled. Excellent. All right, now bring the soles of your feet together. You can drop them down into the well a little bit and the knees come apart. Just give yourself a little bit of a stretch there. Now, if you'd like to go into a wide leg stretch, then please do. Just be a little bit careful. I don't know if you're hypermobile or not. If you are, then I suggest not doing this stretch, just purely because it can actually, you can actually tear your hamstring at the insertion point right up near your butt there, which is really uncomfortable. And I know this because I've done it. So I'm always a little bit wary of the very wide stretch. So I quite prefer the soles together and the knees apart. Now, once you've had a nice stretch there, bring both knees to tabletop. We take one foot out, place it on the bar, take the other foot out, place it on the bar, and then drop those straps down behind us. Okay, so we'll come up to sitting. We're going to come up onto the knees and take one red spring off. So we're now on one red spring. If one red spring is too strong for you in a kneeling plank or in a full plank, then put it down onto a blue. It just means when you press out, it's easier, but bringing yourself in is more difficult. So the heavier the spring when you're in a plank means it's easier to bring your body in, which is less effort. All right, so I've got it on one red spring. We're going to come up into a full plank. If you can't, I want you to be in a kneeling plank for me. The hips are going to come forward. We're going to press up through the shoulders so we're nice and strong. The chest is broad. You can take the hands a little bit wider if you like. Now, we're not going to dip our stomach down. We're going to bring it in and up. You can see I've pulled it up. And you can tuck your tailbone just gently, just to make sure that everything is active and on. So we're going to go into a kneeling long stretch, which means we just press out through the arms. Nothing moves in the body. The body stays the same shape. It's just that the shoulders open and close, or the armpits open and close. We press down, we come up. The head should stay in line with the body. It doesn't go up and down. We don't do any of this. It just stays where it is. Your gaze should always be just forward a little bit. You can pull your belly in a little bit, squeeze your bum, but try not to stick your bum out like this, okay? A lot of people do this when they do this exercise. I need your hips to be down, but your tailbone to be tucked, okay? So everything is turned on and you are supported. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 2. Last one, I want you to hold it out there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on in. Excellent. So what I'd like to finish off with is a little bit of single leg splits. So I want the toe to be on the carriage and the heel will be up against the shoulder post. That is of my left foot. My right foot I'm going to bring up onto the foot bar, and we're going to make sure the toes are wrapped around the foot bar, because this is where our stability comes from. Now, just to start with a little bit of balance, we're going to bring our hands up off the foot bar, and we're going to bring the left arm up and lean over to the side. If you need to put that right hand down for a bit of balance, do that. We're just going to stretch out through the front of that hip flexor first before we start. 2 big deep breaths. 1 more. Bring that hand down. Okay, so when we do this exercise, what I would like for you to do is push out through that back foot to open up the front leg. Now, this will depend on how flexible you are as to how far you can go. If you can press out all the way, awesome. Don't take your fingers off the bar for me. I want the fingers to remain there, and then we bend the knee as we come in. Now we want to try and keep that right hip back. We don't want it to twist forward. We want to keep it back so that we're getting an honest stretch through the back of that thigh there. And bring it in. Shoulders down away from the ears as we press out. Really press that back leg out. Pull that right hip forward and come back in. We've got 2 more. And 1 more. Now, I want you to bring your hands up to your hips this time. A lot more balance here because you won't be holding the bar. So we gently press out through that front and back leg at the same time. Straighten that front leg if you can, and then bring it back in. So we're not doing the splits where we are trying to dump the hips down. This is controlled, okay? So otherwise I'd be getting you to do this, and I don't want you to do that currently. We just want to control the in and out because we're working through the strength of your hamstring so that eventually we can go up into the standing splits, which you may or may not be able to do already. Hopefully after 7 years you can, but it does, you usually need to work on it, and you need to work on the strength in your legs as well. Pressing out nice and carefully, keeping that right hip back and coming forwards. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 1 more. Shoulders are back and down, and we bring it in. Let's place that foot down. We'll do the other side. So, next foot comes up. We wrap those toes. Get yourself comfortable. Right foot is on the shoulder post. We press up with the hands. Bring the right hand up and over just to stretch the front of that hip flexor first. We take a breather. 3 big deep breaths. Bring that hand down. Okay, so fingers stay on the bar. We're going to press out through that back foot to extend the front leg. Hands stay on the bar. And then bring it back in. Pressing out, keeping that right hip forward, and then bringing it back in. Really keeping it long in the spine. And keeping that gaze just up a little bit. Let's do 1 more on this side before we move the hands on hips. Really stretching out the back of that hamstring. There we go. Okay, so hands on hips. One side can always be a little bit trickier than the other. Let's see how we go. So we're going to press out evenly through the front foot and the back foot. We expand that front leg. And then pose it back up again. Should feel a nice big stretch through the front of that hip flexor there too. Feels great through the front of that thigh. And bring it back in. We've got 3 to go. And bring it back in. We've got 2 to go. Whoa, just like that. See, don't lose your balance. Let's try that again. That's number 2. Sorry if I put you off there. Oh my goodness. And 1. And bring it back in. Excellent job. Okay, let's quickly get into stretching those hamstrings a little bit. So we'll leave it on the 1 rep. Let's place our feet flat against and the backs of our calves against our shoulder posts. Hands are on the foot bar. I want you to bring your hips back over so they're over your ankles. We're going to pull the lower belly in here. It's really cupping up. I'm going to get you to have a flat back, so like you're in a downward dog. And we're going to press out through the heels and then pull it back in. But we're not pressing out to come into a downward dog. We're pressing just the backs of the legs out. Okay, so it's a little pulse. And what I want you to do is when you pull it back in, I want you to puff out. I also want you to touch your stopper as you bring it in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Come straight up onto your toes. Heels are against the shoulder post. Takes a little bit more to pull it in now. Same thing, except I want you to round that back up for me. Let's press it out and pull it in. We don't go out any more than say 10 centimeters. It's not about the out, it's about pulling it in. Because as you pull it in, you should feel that lower core working. And really puff it out as you're pulling it towards the stopper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come down onto the knees. Give those shoulders a little roll out. We've got a couple of minutes to go. So we might do a little stretch. We'll come and turn around and place your feet on a wooden platform, hands just behind the shoulder posts. Let's bring the right hand up to the sky, take a breath in. Exhale, I want you to thread it down behind the opposite wrist, bring that shoulder down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. Inhale to bring that arm up again. Open up the chest, look at the hand. Exhale, let's thread it through. Pause at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to bring it back up again. One more time. And exhale, thread it through. Pause at the bottom, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to come back to 4-point kneeling. Let's do the other side. Inhale to bring that arm up. Exhale, thread it on through. Inhale. Exhale. One more, or 2 more, sorry. Bring it up. Inhale, look at the hand, open the chest. Exhale, thread it on through. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take it up again. Inhale up. Exhale, take it back through. Pause at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to 4-point kneeling. Let's do a little cat-cow. So we take a breath in. Exhale, flex that back up, belly pulls in, the head goes down to look at the thigh, sorry. Inhale to come through the center. Exhale. Sorry, I need to turn that camera off. I didn't realise it would make that noise. How awful. Okay, sorry. Keep going with your cat-cow, we're nearly there. Come back through to the cat. Inhale. Exhale, curl it up through. Inhale through. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Come through to the cow. Inhale. Exhale. Give everything a little bit of a wriggle out. Come to sitting. And you're done. Congratulations. I hope you like this one. We've got a few more to go. See you.